Welcome to this video. Today I will be going over 5 Stoic quotes that will change your life. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but he rejoices for those which he has. Epictetus. I really like this quote because it shows the importance of gratitude, something which is rarely shown in modern society, especially considering how comfortable our lives are in the West. By simply appreciating and giving thanks, you will feel much more optimistic and have an increase in positive effect. It is common in our society to always be comparing ourselves to others, and this has been massively increased through social media such as Instagram, where people display the best parts of their lives and you compare it to yours and it makes you feel inadequate. If you are always searching for more, you will never be happy. You will always chase what you don't have, which leads to dissatisfaction, and as they say, comparison is the thief of joy. Remember to give thanks for what and who you have, no matter how small. The second quote is by Marcus Aurelius and is the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. There is an old Zen story about a king whose people had become entitled and weak. He was not happy with this. To teach them a lesson, he placed a boulder covering the road, blocking entry to the city. He observed that most of his people turned around or at best gave a little effort, then gave up. Many would curse the king and complain. Sometime later someone comes along and tries to push it away. But this didn't work. Then he went to get a branch to use as a lever, and he managed to move the rock out of the road. The person then noticed the king had put a pouch of gold coins under the rock. This is where the Zen expression "the obstacle is the path" comes from. This story shows that facing the obstacle was a chance to learn and to gain knowledge. Normally we avoid obstacles because they are uncomfortable or overwhelming. However, overcoming obstacles is the way to make progress. An obstacle that you encounter in your life might not be your fault, but you get to choose how you respond and whether you tackle it and learn from it, or you choose to be a victim and complain about it. The third quote is, "Every man I meet is my master in some point, and in that I learn from him." Ralph Waldo Emerson. How did Ralph Waldo Emerson become so successful? By learning from others. He didn't get so intelligent by being arrogant and thinking he knows it all. He learned from everyone he met. Everyone you meet will know something you don't or be better than you at something. This is a great opportunity to increase your knowledge. Regardless of your opinion of someone, they will have knowledge you don't, and you can use this. Philippians chapter 2 verse 3 says, "But with humility, consider others superior to oneself." Everyone has something you can learn from them, and you have something that you can teach others. Following on from this, Epictetus says we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak. Humility and being open to new ideas will allow you to learn more than what you think is possible. Listening to what others need to say is a great way to gain knowledge. This also means that you are better than someone at something, and this is a great opportunity to share what you know and to help others. The next is from Seneca. We are often more frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than reality. We tend to worry about things that might not even happen and overthink situations. Seneca noticed that his friends suffered from overthinking and wrote antidotes to overcome this paralyzing phenomenon. One antidote was to fortify the mind and think more rationally about reality and how we interpret events. He wrote that no matter what unfortunate events you have been through, you always got past it and potentially learned from it. We often suffer less than we think we will. Looking back on past experiences of your own life, think back to a time where you went through problems. Was it as bad as you thought it would have been? Our fears are often not based on rational thought and can be exaggerations of the mind. Another antidote is to change your attitude to the future, specifically to be optimistic. Seneca states in his letter to his friend to not make assumptions about what fortune may bestow upon us. Adversity can enter our lives at any moment, but so can fortune. We can't judge the nature of an event until it happens. That being said, don't become ignorant and think bad things won't happen. Rather, keep an open mind about future possibilities. The final quote is, "Waste no time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Marcus Aurelius. It is easy to end up on forums or in comment sections arguing with strangers on the internet about what a good person is and what a good person should do without being one yourself. Instead of spending your time on talking about how to be a good person, being one is more powerful. As the quote goes, be the change you want to see in the world. If you want to make the world a better place, there is only one proven way to make an impact, that is to improve yourself and be a good person. The definition of a good person is up for interpretation, but most people will agree on certain behaviors and traits a good person will show. What is great about this quote is that when it was written, it was not meant to be seen by anyone but himself. It was for his own reflection and to remind him. Embody your philosophy. It is not what you say what defines you, it is your actions.